might be a little crooked. The setup's a little different right now, but
It's tight.
you guys will get used to it.
Just tilt your head.
Or your laptop.
Whatever.
Or your earbuds.
What?
In case you can't even see us. Our voices should be coming through straight. I don't know about Luke's.
I don't know. You just said some pretty fruity shit.
It sounds a little fruity. Okay. Go to the intro. Hit the intro.
Yes,
and then
sir,
we'll pick up where we were.
All right.
Where we were.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We are so glad to have you guys listening or watching today. Thank you for tuning in. This is episode 116.
I think it's
17.
117?
I think it's 17.
Yeah, 117.
Sounds so long.
I'm pretty sure about that, actually.
We'll guess. Yeah, it has been a minute, but it's been busy. And I know this past Sunday was the first Sunday of football. I'm like, I ain't touching it. I ain't even going to ask.
Not even going to ask.
I ain't even going to ask. I don't even want to do it. I'm sitting.
I don't even want to do it.
I'm watching football.
Yeah, I was way too busy watching my fantasy team absolutely get clobbered, so.
Very important. Very important watching you suck.
I watched my team clobber. Which actually I'm not too happy about. Like, I want to save those good weeks for when I need it. Like, Jacob dropped 79. I wish this was one of the weeks where my team dropped like an 85.
Yeah,
they did terrible. I dropped 150.
Well, it doesn't.
With fantasy,
my
every week obviously has equal weight, but with fantasy, the most important waiver wire week is the very first week, and your waiver wire is determined by whether you win or you lose.
Yeah, that sucks.
Then all the losers are ranked by the amount of points they scored, and then winners are obviously ranked all above the losers, and then by points scored. So I was looking back at this because I scored like really low, like Devin said, and had no chance of winning. So what I should have done was pulled a player actually off my lineup and try to even score in like the 50s to get the guaranteed top
number
waiver
one
priority.
Because you still got like third, right?
Yeah, I still
There's
got
just two
I got-
people.
I can't believe you
which
didn't.
is crazy.
Did you try to pick up the one guy I think you should be picking up? The Cooper Cup replacement?
Yeah, so
And Evan Eilerman got it.
For both
I think everyone probably had a claim.
I thought about it. I thought
I know
about
I
it.
did.
I had him as my first priority, and then a little like right before I went to bed on Tuesday, I moved Kenneth Gainwell up to my top priority. And I talked to Devin about this earlier, so here's my thought process. I think his name's Puka Nakua. So I was thinking, I'm like, well, best case scenario, like if my best outlook on my team is maybe I pick up Puka, and then Cooper Kupp comes back, and then I have to start Cooper Kupp, and Puka's kind of out of the frame. Even though there's some actually very pessimistic reports coming out about Cooper Kupp's healing process right now.
Because he's going to a hamstring specialist right now?
Yeah.
That doesn't look good.
That doesn't look good. So
On
I'm a little bit
any
concerned.
front.
Like, there's been timetables that estimate him back even after his, 4-game hiatus.
And it's not too often that you see someone that is a second string or third string or whatever string he was. He got 15 targets. 15. That's unheard of. That's ridiculous. That's a lot of targets for one person. And he caught 10 of them.
That was the most
That was the most targeted wide receiver.
Wide receiver on
I think
Sunday.
I had 4 receivers on my team that got 11.
That's
this week.
still
but
15.
15 was the most targeted receiver.
15's a lot.
Yeah. Like, I mean, Cooper Kupp easily got that every game last year.
Yeah, I know. He is
when he was
Cooper
good.
Kupp now.
I know.
He is Cooper Kupp now. But like I said, it's still pretty unheard of.
Like I'm saying,
He's ain't Cooper Kupp.
Puka does good for
24
he helps me
points
out
last
for
week.
these next 3 weeks, and then best case scenario, best timetable, Cooper comes back, and then I have to pretty much put Puka on my bench, and he's kind of made irrelevant by Cooper.
I bet,
Gainwell?
but like, say he develops this really good relationship, and Cooper Kupp only comes back 50%, and he's only in half the snaps, and then Puka's still getting 10 targets a week and catching 7 of them. I mean, there's a high chance his usage just stays up.
Yes.
Is up and stays up.
Yes, but I took into the other player. I got Kenneth Gainwell into
I
account.
mean, yeah. I was looking at him too.
Great offense. I mean, Philadelphia.
Yeah.
That's
And
going
he
to be
was-
they're going to literally, I think they set an NFL record for the most rushing yards in a season last year. I believe they
How much
did.
was
No,
that Jalen
most
Hurts,
rushing
though?
touchdowns.
Yeah, that
that's
makes
what it was.
more
It was
sense.
most team rushing touchdowns. So great offense. You know, Kenneth Gainwell now the starter on the offense,
Yeah.
which I find it hard to believe. Somehow every year I manage to have both Miles Sanders and Kenneth Gainwell on my roster. Same thing this year. They're on 2 different teams now. But I'm hyped. We'll see how it goes.
Have we even talked about our draft?
I don't even know.
I don't know. You posted a video that was labeled episode 115 is labeled fantasy football. I wasn't in it. It was
We
with
talked
Jason.
about fantasy, but we didn't.
I
We
think
tried
that
not
was
to talk
before.
too much.
I don't know if we discussed
because that was in my basement, and that was the week after the WoW. So it would have been the week before the draft. It would have been the Monday before the draft.
Well, I guess we'll wait till we have all the guys or more guys here, and then we'll just give a quick rundown of our teams. 'Cause
Yeah.
I think we haven't done one.
If Isaiah shows up, then
since
we
after.
can.
Yeah, we could.
But
But what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm surprised I got both of my waiver claims. That's
I got
obviously
one.
last.
I got one. I didn't even get the defense I wanted. Are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
Ridiculous.
My
Yeah.
defense is on
I-
lock, bro.
I took
Yeah,
a,
I would lock that one down too.
I took a screenshot of your waiver claims where
Yeah, I
it said
know,
like
and
failed 3 in a row.
Successful.
Which I think that's a new feature this year's.
Yeah, you
it
can look
shows
at
what,
who's put what claims in.
Yeah, it showed
after
what
the
was
fact.
unsuccessful.
Yeah, 3 out of 4.
It kind of shows how rotten my team was. I think I made 5 transactions this week on the waiver wire.
I haven't made
I
5.
scalped my team, bro. I got rid of
yeah.
Kadarius Toney,
good call.
MVS, Sam Howell,
I'm picking up
my
Kadarius
Vikings
Toney.
defense. Are you
Go
really,
ahead.
bro?
No.
I was gonna say, go ahead.
No.
And
No.
then one other guy I got rid of too.
Wait.
Some scrub wide receiver.
You guys have some shit to talk about, bro.
Yeah,
You guys
dog.
got the trade, bro.
What are you talking about that trade,
Let's
dog?
get that done.
That's not gonna happen.
It
I've
was a-
decided against it.
in all
I've
re-
thought better of my decision.
It actually was a really fair trade. Though. Like,
It
me
was
and Devin
very
were talking
fair.
about
I
it. It
will
was
give
like-
you the fact that you actually made a legitimate trade,
Yeah.
and it was actually fair. Unlike when I tried to talk to Jason about maybe making a trade, and he absolutely just gave me
ya.
he
Tried
tried
to.
to scout me, and then he was just making fun of me. And I was like, "You're not even giving me one." I'm like, "You're not even giving me any sort of a fair
No, the
offer."
worst
And
is when
two,
you-
What
and
was-
then I just roasted him for not starting Addison. So
Well, what did Addison?
like 16.
Okay.
I mean, it was better than
He just got like that deep touchdown. That's kind of it.
he got a 30-yard tutty, and
Yeah.
he got a couple. He had like 5 receptions,
All
6
right, all right.
receptions.
So
It was
anyways,
it was pretty high.
me and what I kind of offered Luke was it was a quarterback swap. So I would give him Lamar Jackson. He would
For
give me
Kirky.
Kirk Cousins. Kirky, or what do they
Kirky.
call him?
I
Kirky
call-
Chano Kirk or something.
I don't really know.
Kirk Thuggins is one.
Kirk
Thuggins,
Thuggins.
yeah.
Yeah, Kirk Thuggins.
And then we would do a wide receiver swap for his choice of Zay Flowers,
Or
maybe to
Jahan
make
Dotson.
a stack with Lamar, or Jahan Dotson, and I would get Calvin Ridley. So pretty fair. I mean, Zay Flowers, he got
Yeah, Zay Flowers looks
11
great.
targets. 11
Mhm.
targets.
It was
Lamar's
very
hoped is only his outlook is to get better.
Yeah, I mean,
You know,
it's
as their
Lamar.
offense figures things out, and as he gets Mark
Mhm.
Andrews back. So
He's gonna wear the rust off. He was gonna get good.
yeah,
I was also meaning to ask you because like I want a Steelers player so I can root for one.
You want Deontay?
Yeah,
We talked about trading Deontay last week.
yeah, but now
Deontay's
he's
out for
now he's gonna be out
a
like
couple
4 weeks.
He's,
I'm
like,
not gonna
doubtful.
give you much, honestly.
Well,
Like I don't even
let
know
me
what I
go-
would give you.
Let
Honestly.
me go take a little peek.
We could do a circle trade.
No.
So actually, I think I may have talked about this on the pod before. In Sleeper, you're actually able, like if on ESPN, if we wanted to do a circle trade, you would have to trade with
Stephon
Luke, then you'd have
Diggs.
to trade
That's
with
my
me.
best offer, bro.
No.
I don't even know where I'd start. I'd have to sit T. Higgins if I made a trade for Stephon.
But on the
Ridiculous.
Sleeper fantasy app, you can actually design in multiple team trades.
That'd be cool.
That like process all at once. Like those bonker trades that it doesn't happen in the NFL. I think it's possible in the NFL. Happens a lot in the NBA. Like 4 teams get involved and they're throwing picks and players everywhere. Yeah, you can do those on Sleeper.
That's cool.
And designing them is sick.
Yeah. 6. I honestly don't even know what I would give you because there's like a
I'm
pretty clear
interested,
line.
Like, yeah, I mean, there's a clear line. Like, he'll be back. He'll be back probably.
Yeah.
I'm interested in Kyron Williams, just because I need back. I need stuff in the back.
Yeah, I do.
I need running back depth.
I do too. The
That's a really good running back
problem
depth.
is I drafted Cam Akers and it looked like Cam Akers was the RB2 behind Kyron.
Yeah, I know.
So I don't
you
know.
Might
if
have
that
to, you might be
stays.
starting Kyron.
I this week, so I probably won't do that.
Yeah, I mean, don't get me wrong. I'll just hold on to him.
Okay, that's fine.
Nothing's gonna change too much on my roster anytime soon, except for defense and whoever I can scalp off the waiver wire to help me at running back.
Yeah, but I was to say my 2 waiver claims I both wanted a lot. I got Kendrick Bourne and Hunter Henry.
Yes, I had one in for Bourne too.
Kendrick Bourne looked like an absolute stud,
He
bro. He
looked
got
like a
like 12
monster.
targets, I think, and he got like 2 touchdowns and
He had
like
8 or 9 receptions.
he's super young, he's super athletic. Like the Patriots had high hopes for him, they just
mhm.
kind of struggled. And then I told Jacob Hunter Henry just cannot stay out of the end zone to save his life. He's a touchdown monster for some reason. Like that man is literally like if he catches a ball outside the end zone, he's sick, bro. Something's wrong. Something's wrong. He's
gonna break out
He
in
has to
hives.
catch it. Yeah, he has to catch it in the end zone. So I took him. Obviously, I got Mark Andrews. So hopefully, he's not going to be a long-term thing or get much playing time. But if I have to throw him in, I will. So
No biggie.
All right, you guys want to hop into the iPhone talk?
Yeah, I
We were
guess
talking
we
about-
can.
We'll pull that
Do
back.
we want
We'll
to
pull
talk
that back.
about like what actually is new, or do we want to just
I don't
talk
want-
about the strat?
I don't want to re-spit out knowledge they can find out because honestly, there's not that much new.
The pros got significant upgrades, I felt,
Yeah.
but
I mean, if you're
the,
real,
the
if you're
regular
real educated-
iPhones didn't get much, honestly.
if
But
you're real educated into it. So what we're gonna move on here is maybe we'll put the fantasy on the sideboard. There'll be
we'll put it on the sideboard
a
if
lot
we
of
come
it
back
to come.
around.
But what we were
come
talking
back.
about before we started the pod, and that we were just gonna start and talk about, is the new our iPhone 5, our iPhone
15 and 15 Pros
I might keep my 5 like
I
as a,
would.
as a burner
Yeah.
as a burner, whatever.
on the backup, you know. Phone for the moms and a phone for the hoes.
All right, but so yeah, we're just gonna basically talk about. We're not gonna talk about the new phone, but we'll just
Talk about the strat on getting the new phone.
yeah, and then the different things you were talking about. So I'll let you re-describe your situation, Luke, because yours is different than ours.
So my
it's gonna-
situation
Off,
is
my boy.
I got this in November of 2020. So it's iPhone 12 Pro Max 256, which is technically an upgrade for that model year. So that's worth a little more. But my carrier, Verizon, they offer up to $1,000 trade-in value on when you get a new phone. And it's like, well, I know I already looked at what Apple would give me. Apple would give me $450, and I'm like,
Really?
I bet Verizon would give me a heck of a lot more.
Yeah.
The only issue is I can't pre-order, and that makes me a little sad because kind of hoping that the carrier store that you go to has what you want is kind of a tough situation.
Yeah.
But
And you're
so I'm
really-
hoping I'm
you're
going to
really
get
in
like,
dire need there.
Yeah, you're struggling.
I mean, I would like to upgrade. I do want the camera upgrades. That's kind of my big thing.
Yeah,
I enjoy taking photos, and
camera.
I would
upgrades.
like to have the camera upgrades. But
You know the resolution on my photos?
yeah, I do.
480p. That's crazy bad.
That's bad.
Like if you're wondering, if you're watching on YouTube right now, go into your settings and just set the
Turn
screen.
on 480.
Just get the screen
480.
resolution to 480p.
I think
bro.
we record in 720, so or does it 1080?
I think it's
either
low.
720 or 1080.
It's low resolution 1080. There's like two 1080 settings.
We get the low 1080
Yeah.
setting.
I know it's lower
Save
than like
space.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
lower than
save
the lens
space.
and camera can do to save space,
Yeah,
so we can
yeah.
have longer segments, and
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But
Yeah, just set it at 480 and
Just
then,
for
that's Jacob's.
and then
photos.
chuckle a little bit and then move on.
Turn it back.
just garbage photos. Yeah.
Snapchat takes really actually my best.
It's much better
Yeah,
because
it's, like, better
it's
quality.
true. It's all in the software.
Yeah.
But like, I'm hoping to trade this in and get a new phone pretty much for $400 because I'm not going to do any upgrades on. 256 is what I've had since I've got my 7 way back when.
Yeah.
So
I wanted to look at yours because I wanted to.
it's going to be the same size pretty much.
It's 6.7.
So that 6.7 screen is going to be about the same, but the bezels are going to get thinner,
Yep.
and then the edges are going to be tapered. So it's going to be easier to hold if you don't
What
have
is,
a case
what is
on
the
it.
bezels?
So the bezels. Oh, hold on. Let me take the case off.
Yeah. That's the cake dolls. It's basically like the edges and the surrounding. It's supposed to be.
So
Yeah.
be this-
Also, the screen's gonna be wider too. It's there. It's gonna have.
truly wider.
It's gonna have less.
So you can see less of that. Be less of that
Okay.
edge.
Oh,
So that
it'll, like,
the
round
phone's
off.
and the phone's going to get narrower,
Mm-hmm.
and then you're going to have to keep the same screen size, and then the edges are going to be tapered instead of squared like they are.
And if you get the Pro Max, it's lighter too.
Yeah.
Because
Hopefully
they're
don't-
going to get a titanium shell,
shell.
and
Oh.
they're making it easier to change the back glass and through a
That's
couple.
like probably
that
the-
looks awesome.
The biggest upgrade. I
the
think
new
that
chip
it's
looks
got.
phenomenal too. The new chip is going to have in the pros, anyways. Is going to absolutely
Yeah.
it's
'Cause
cracked.
I was
bro.
very surprised because it's the first ever
3
chip that they've called a
nanometer.
Pro. Like all the other chips have been the A16, A15, A14.
They
This
might
one's
be
the
just trying to-
A17 Pro.
I think it's because it's 3 nanometers. It's the first ever Apple made 3 nanometer chip,
Okay.
which is absolutely ridiculous.
I-
That's
I-
so
yeah.
small. I think I have a 7 nanometer chip in this. To put that into perspective, over double the size.
I haven't gone that deep, but I know it's the first one they called Pro. So it's one more generation in Pro. So it's like I'd be good.
And you said that's the size of the Max.
Yeah, so this is
Yes.
the Pro Max size.
6.7 and just
6.7
the
inch.
Max.
The Max and
Whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Max
The
is
plus
that.
size, yeah, I guess the
Which
plus is.
I was
whatever.
concerned about that because I don't.
It's
I
not that big.
I know.
It really is.
And I don't want that big of a phone
because
I
the
want to
6.7
be able to,
is talks about corners to corner,
Yeah.
so it doesn't get like crazy big.
Yeah. Because I want a decently small phone. I can still fit in my pocket. You know, I don't want to carry on an iPad and stuff. But
At this point, I'd love an iPad.
That thing is half the size of my iPad, so
I think I'd be okay with this size.
It really is not as bad as it looks. You hear 6.7, you're like, man, that's kind of big, and you're like, you hold it, and it's like not even that bad. Yeah, brutal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
It really is. And then it's gonna be lighter
Yeah.
than that and faster than that, and you won't have the damn notch in the top, and you'll get the
So
dynamic island and all those little things. Like even for me, going from a 12 to a 12 Pro to a 15 Pro, there's a
gonna be
lot
a
of
jump.
changes for me.
It's gonna be a
Like
jump.
the 5 layer, 5x zoom telephoto is gonna
Yeah.
be cool too.
Yeah.
I'm really excited to be able to take photos.
Take photos.
No,
Just take anything.
Yeah, this is gonna be awesome.
You're so hyped. It's gonna be wild though if we all get the same phone.
I know.
Yeah, yeah.
It's gonna be.
Yeah,
Wait.
we
What
are
color?
all
What,
getting the
what
same
color you
phone.
getting though?
I
Are you
don't
getting
know,
a pro? Are you gonna get a pro then? Have you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna get. I'm just.
Are
gonna
you
get,
gonna
like,
get the
best
Pro?
of the
I
best.
know I'm gonna get. It's either because I was looking at the 14. I was looking at the specs, and there's not that much different. But either way, I'm gonna get a Pro Max, whatever it is. I'm gonna max it out.
The Pro Max.
But
is where
at the
it's
same time,
So what do you
I
have? Three
looked at the-
options: iPhone.
you have the 15, the 15 Plus, the 15 Pro, and the 15 Pro Max.
which is 15 Pro Plus.
15 Pro, the big size.
Yeah.
Oh,
so
okay.
It's the 6.7 inch.
Yeah.
So if you're
So
looking at
there's,
a
like,
Pro,
three-
just get
there's
a.
three different like specs, and then there's one that's a larger size.
Yes, there is technically 3 specs, and then there's 2 sizes.
okay.
Because the Pro and the Pro Max technically have different specs. There's different camera specs going from the Pro to the
Yeah.
Pro Max because there's more space
It's
to
true.
put more
Better
camera
cameras.
stuff in
That's
it. Because
true.
technically the regular Pro only has the 3x optical zoom on the telephoto, and the Pro Max is getting the 5x.
That's true. So, yeah. But then again, I was like debating that maybe I just go 14 if it's not that much different. But I looked at the price, and maybe that's just right
It's
now.
the same
but
price.
The price is
it's
the exact
same price.
and maybe
those
that'll
prices
change.
aren't going to fall until like probably close to Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Christmas.
Because I didn't know if maybe because obviously the
probably hold out
15s
till
haven't
Black
came
Friday.
out yet. But if the 15s came out and it might have dropped, but I looked at it. What was it? Was it Best Buy today?
Probably Best Buy.
I think it was Best Buy and Apple. Well, no, because Apple didn't have it available. So I looked at Best Buy and they were both $11.99,
It's the same
so
price.
$1,200. So I'm like, if they stay the same price, I'm getting the 15.
Well, here's the thing, but if you get the 14 Pro Max, it's only going to come with 128 gigabytes of storage.
Well, you can no.
Then-
I bumped it up. If I bump it up to 256,
Oh, yeah, I guess
then
that's
it's
right, yeah.
$11.99.
Fair enough,
I
fair
made
enough.
sure like that was the same.
Good point.
So they're even there. But again, even if
forgot
it
about
drops
that.
like $100, $200, I'm still getting the good one.
Just go for the new one.
Yeah.
Like,
It had to be
especially
like
if
a-
you're going to hold on to your phone, like you guys did for 6, 7,
Yeah.
8 years. Like, you might as well go for the newest one at the newest time.
I almost don't want to give it up because like it's a flex,
Bro, just
No,
keep it.
no.
I've had
You're not
this
going to get...
sometimes.
Dude,
you're
it is
not-
like the best conversation starter, but only for guys.
Yes.
Like,
yes.
Like,
I-
if you're into it, you're
like,
into
if I-
it.
Oh, you
like-
cannot talk to females and
Yeah,
share
if
They
I
don't
was
know
gonna try to
anything
get-
about it.
Well, they just
The,
look at like
the
they just
problem
look
is
at
like,
you like you're a
if I was gonna
They
go
look
and
at
try
you
to
like
put
you're
like a
poor.
girl's if I was gonna put like a girl's number into my phone,
no.
bro, I'm writing down like a bar
Let me just
napkin or
write it
something.
down.
and
I would give her my phone and just delete the number right away because it's not happening. There's no point.
It's just
Yeah.
not going to be real.
yeah.
But, like, what color you getting?
What
I
are the
like-
color options? I saw that they took away like red.
Well, that's
Yeah.
the product red. Technically, it's on the regular, but the regular always gets all the fun colors because it gets people who are really into the colors to buy phones. But like, if you know what you're looking at, like, go.
I just want that nice like sleek like lighter gray.
The
Almost
natural
like these
titanium.
walls. Yeah, the natural
I
titanium.
want the black.
color.
Like, I've had this blue phone now for a while, and I looked at maybe getting the new blue, and I'm like,
I like that dark blue.
the
It was
blue
like a
is
real
kind of
Duke
fun,
navy.
but like, I really don't want to get a clear case
I'm repping-
again to like appreciate it. So I think I'm just gonna get a black case or the black one, and then get like a black carbon fiber case and just go ghost mode.
Low-key, I might keep repping that rose gold.
They
I don't think they have
There's not
rose
like
gold.
there's not a rose gold option. I don't think.
yeah, I think there's a black, there's a blue, there's that,
That-
there's a white, and then
there's
there's
like
like the
The natural titanium. If
There's
I wasn't
something
getting
else, I
black,
forget.
I'd get the natural
I'm 100
titanium.
I'm 100% gonna go with the natural titanium.
You guys might be repping the same phone. I'm getting black, but
I'm getting the dark blue.
oh, you're gonna get the dark.
Hey.
That's what I.
We're
thought.
gonna
have to- we're gonna-
That's what I
okay.
said.
Yeah,
I,
you're
gonna
I
be
was
repping a
thinking that. I
trio.
thought it looked real clean.
It does. And don't get me wrong, it is clean, but like clear cases get dirty.
I
and it
probably
gets-
wouldn't get a clear case for it. I don't
Fair
care.
Do
enough.
they,
that
do they
much,
sell the case with your phone?
I got this one from a company called Mouse, MOUS.
Oh, you can get like a custom case. You
Well,
don't have to get
they'll
iPhone.
have the new cases out, and then they
Yeah.
have like some of the best cases in the industry. So
but-
if you've, I see ads for them all the time. Have you seen them? They're like, we're gonna drop this new iPhone 14 whilst bungee jumping. They're
Okay,
from
maybe,
England.
yeah.
And they're like, new iPhone 14 in a mouse case. Here we go. And they just like walk outside and they throw it up in the air. And they do like these public reactions pretty much. And they have done some really crazy tests and as usual, it's all good. I don't know. I kind of fell for it the first time and I liked the case and I think I'll get another one.
And there's nothing really protecting the camera there.
You're not gonna have that on any good case though, unless you cover
your
it up.
camera. Yeah,
My
unless you
OtterBox
cover
got
it.
that half inch.
the slide.
It used to.
You
but
using it,
I
gotta
don't
slide it out.
No, it was the rubber thing that would pop off and then it would click back in.
Oh,
like
my.
Yeah, but
you're
that
opening.
It's
Yeah,
so
that- yeah,
extra.
yeah.
Like a-
That
But
fell off
think
within
there's a
the
big
first,
enough lip here on the edge that it's
Yeah.
it's never gonna hit
As long
unless
as
you're
it's thick
dropping
enough.
it on gravel, rocks.
I cracked up one of my coworkers the other day. I went up to her and I was like, honestly, where do you even how do you buy a phone?
I've never had to do this.
How do you?
Never have because I got.
Can I just go to a Verizon store and buy a phone, or are they not going to have them?
Yeah, they do. They should have some. They
They
would
may
only
not,
be
yeah.
base models. That's why I'm a little concerned doing it the way I'm going to do it to get the trade in. But
Oh, not
hopefully
gonna
they'll have
happen.
a couple on hand.
I think you can do it online and you can get it ordered and you can get it tied together.
Because then you
and
always,
shit.
I always had to end up going to the frickin'
Sort of
store
pick it up.
anyways because to activate it. To do the true
The
activation.
transfer, it's
Well, the
easier
transfer is
there.
easy. The transfer is Apple to Apple, which
I
is
mean,
easy.
the service provider.
But because essentially because we're gonna go. I'm going from a real SIM card to an eSIM, the electronic SIM that they came out with last year.
Okay.
So it's a little
I'd
different.
never even heard of those.
It's new. Like I said, it's pretty relatively new technology.
Is there anything specific you do to your phone before you transfer?
I just transfer all the. Well, you'll get the new one. You'll set them side by side.
Like-
and you do the Apple to. You'll do the i.
screen, yeah.
And just
if I get notifications all the time that says I have 700 photos that aren't backed up to the cloud. Is
Yeah,
that
you might want
something
to
I
make sure
should-
they're all backed up so you get
yeah.
everything.
No, because if when you put your phone next to it or you scan or whatever, it'll immediately just snap it all over.
This is true.
It doesn't pull from the
it's gotten
cloud
way
or
better.
anything.
The process has gotten easier.
Even your background is the same background you have. It literally snaps.
It
finger
literally
and it's
is exact
duplicate.
carbon copy. It's just a new phone.
Yeah, and then you go from there to get your service switched over,
And then they
whatnot.
have to do all that always, which it never takes them long. It's just the fact that you have to go in and do it.
Yeah.
It's whatever.
It's fine.
That's
How much
whatever.
time do we got though?
I don't know. You tell me.
We got 7 minutes left. We're good. We can keep talking about strategy and stuff. So yeah, you're getting the
That-
trade in.
so it's not necessarily-
I'm getting a trade in, so I don't have to
God.
pay full price at least. So
Fine, bro. It's only at 10%.
but you said you have to finance it to do the trade in.
yes,
which I find
Verizon is it's just part of that process to get. Otherwise, they're going to get screwed on the deal. Obviously.
We even I don't know why finance. They're not going to make that $800 back in finance.
I think it's either you have to finance it, or even if you pay, you can only pay up a certain amount off, and then you still have to leave $20 on there or something dumb. It's a real pain. Verizon does it really weird, but it's not too big of a deal. Honestly, you could walk in there and just pay cash for it because you're not getting the trade in or whatever. So
Yeah. Well,
slip the freaking
that's where it comes
Quicksilver
in,
in.
at least.
I don't think they even take cash.
No, I said flip this Quicksilver out, slap it on
Well,
there.
one thing I wanted to say.
that you're actually tying into exactly what my plan is. With our strat we were talking.
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Okay, so I was just saying. So obviously, me and Jacob, and you are too. All of us really. We're pretty big into credit cards. I love seeing the different benefits you can get and
Making
how much
sure it's
value you
all-
can get. At the same time, not forcing yourself to spend money, but the value you can get and maximizing your points to get cash back. Because you think about it, and it's kind of broken. If you get a good card and you get a good setup, you can earn stuff for free. You can you make all this percentage
Especially
you make.
if you're not you never want to go out and spend money you don't want to spend. But if you
Exactly.
have an expense coming up that you can expense to a credit card that you could easily put on, say, your debit card because you have the money on hand. This is very critical. You need to have the money on hand. You don't want to have
Do not
mess
spend
with
money that you
interest.
don't have.
or
I
paying
have a
grace
whole. I do
minimums.
have a whole pod for finances.
Oh, yeah.
It's
I
lined
could
up.
tell
I
that.
just was never shared all that stuff.
Yeah.
The one guy I watched, he's like, "Why are you? If you don't have the money for it, don't put it on credit. You have to have cash on hand. If you don't have the
Yeah.
cash on hand, don't put it on credit."
Yeah.
Anyways, go ahead.
But if you have an expense, say you want to get a new phone, or what me and Devin thought of was our upcoming school tuition for next semester, and then you see a card, I think you specifically found one that was really good.
Found a couple that will give us some money, and I'll talk
Yeah.
about them and stuff if I have the time.
And then, so what they do is they do these spending bonuses. Say spend $500 in the first month of ownership of your card, and get so many points back. And the points can literally add up to $250. And if you find the right ones, or even the points add up to say like future travel tickets for air travel, certain things like that.
You can get stuff for free.
Yeah, you
And
just
like
get free
even
stuff.
just so you have a good credit card that like I have a City Custom Cash is one that's on my list. 5% back on your highest spending category. So let's say every month I put all my tanks of gas on there, only tanks of gas.
Only gas.
I put $100 on it, a few tanks, I get 5% back. That's $5. That's $5 off my gas just by snap of a finger. Just because I signed up for a card and they shipped it to me, I get 5% off gas the rest of my life, basically.
As long as you only use it for gas.
Yeah,
which
and
you
even
will.
then, yeah, which is like that's huge. It's huge. So then there's another that Jacob brought up is a lot of these credit card companies want you to spend a lot of money in like a short period of time. They want you to use your card,
Mhm.
and we're thinking, well,
Tuition
we
and
know
books,
we
you
know
can
this
hit
big
those
purchase is
limits.
coming up. Mainly, I've just been worried about the phone one, and I know for a fact it's going to be north of $1,000, and like that's how a lot of those rewards are. Like, let me
Mhm.
look up some cards that I know I'm already going to be spending this grand on. Let me see if I can get a couple $100 off. And the best one I found, and I've done research, and I found like, I didn't do research, but I was reading the terms, and I found conflicting results, and it's kind of weird, and I'll explain it. I'll probably have to start the news segment, but the card that I found is by far the best. It's called the Choice Privileges MasterCard by Wells Fargo. And now what this card is it's a choice privilege like branded card, and Choice Privilege is like a hotel travel chain, right? And its deal is earn 60,000 points, which usually points are a cent. So you can think of it as $600 when you spend 1,000 in your first 3 months. Now, there's below that. It also says this is enough to redeem 7 reward nights. So first, just right off the rip, I look at this
And you've confirmed the points to dollars conversion.
I know the points are worth a cent, but I can't figure out for sure if I can convert it to like cash
Okay.
or like
But like it's a
Or a
hotel,
credit.
so it's gonna be like a credit to go on a trip.
maybe.
But like we could pay for like spring break. If
Yeah.
You like used all these points correctly, like
Oh, 100%.
we could
Yeah.
literally
If it
get a
did-
hotel. For
that
spring
says
break
like this
for
says like
cheap.
when I put my $1,000 on it, it's
Bro, we could
60,000
get a
points.
suite.
He said that's of seven nights at Choice Selected hotels.
We could do a hangover type and get the suite. Give us a suite, bro.
So you get that, and plus it gives you 1% back or 1x points on all the purchase. So I did the math. If I spend around, I think I did 1,200 or 1,300,
Yep.
that will give me 624. So that means I basically snap a finger. If I get this card and I sign up for it, I get the iPhone half off, just like that.
And because in point value.
Yeah, because like I'll put it on the card. Obviously,
Yeah.
I'll get both of those points back plus the $600 for the sign on.
Yeah.
Apply it to the credit because usually you can do that. You could just get credit for purchases. So out of my bank account, what I'll actually pay is only like $600, like half that. Which that's huge, just out of nowhere.
That's awesome.
But the only thing that worries me again is it's tied to
The
hotel
yeah,
chain.
Yeah, the hotel
And-
chain bot tag is
again. There's like
tough.
there's a dash on the text and it says this is enough to redeem 7 more nights. So now I'm worried like.
It might not be redeemable for cash.
Yes, but and I looked it up and I was looking through the terms and like all this the big long paperwork that usually people don't look through. I wish I took a screenshot of it, but I didn't. And I started to lean more towards I could only use it for hotels. Like I was locked in and like I'm not gonna be able to do this. But then I looked up. What was it? Wells
Was it a-
Fargo.
Another Wells card.
Was it?
Was it a
It's
different
signature.
card?
It was signature. Yes, it was by the same thing, and it
Yeah.
had the same exact text. It said bonus points, and it said this is equal to $200 cash. So I'm like, what? I'm unsure.
Is this a possibility? You get the one Wells card, right? Charge your iPhone to it, get your points. Get another card. Pay off your Wells card.
Transfer it.
No, you straight up just pay off the card with the other card.
I think they have caveats for
There's
that.
there's
Does
got
that
to
not
be.
count as earn? As manufactured spend?
Yeah, they have a full list of stuff you can't do. Like you just
Oh,
can't
that's
do.
true, yeah.
That's their term. Like their
'Cause-
cash advances. I'm pretty sure I read that in there. Like different
They also,
checks
yeah, you
and
can't
stuff.
just buy gift cards too, I've read.
All right, so
Yeah, because it looks bad.
But yeah, we're going to wrap up this segment right here. And, we'll
and
be
then I'll be
just
right back.
in a minute.
Keep continue. All right,
Was,
so we're
was it
back.
recording?
Yeah, no.
One of the fastest turnarounds in Speaking Sporadically history.
We've got a couple of those. All right, so
Just
now
a couple.
I found the exact. So this is also a Wells Fargo card.
Okay.
Hold on, let me reset this timer. And this one also says earn 20,000 bonus points when you spend 1,000 in purchases in the first 3 months.
Okay.
That's a $200 cash redemption value. I saw this and I'm like, because it's the exact same text. Because usually,
Same points, same
It's done the
company.
same way.
usually if these credit card
But it's for
companies, if
cash.
it's separate and it's different, they'll like this. I would expect them to call it choice privilege points. Usually if they title it different, like I know a lot of companies, like I think Amex has it. I think they have like American, like different hotel points, and it's
Mhm. Yeah.
they have a different name for it so that you can't just get it cash. It only works for travel or whatever the area. So now I saw that and I'm thinking, maybe these points, these bonus points, because in both of these cards, bonus points, that's the name. They say bonus points, and one says for hotels and one says for cash. So now I'm kind of thinking maybe I can get cash for it or credit. So
Or cash credit off your bill.
yeah.
Which even though you said it's 20,000 or 200,000 points, so or 20,000, so that's $200 plus the regular cash back.
That's for the audit. That's for the other one.
The one
that I
who does
compare.
cash. I feel like the cash
first
one
first
makes
one
more
he discussed
sense.
was 60,000 points.
But that's for travel.
Yeah.
Probably
Maybe.
just for travel.
I don't know because they both say bonus
Like you
points.
said,
You'd
Yeah,
have to
they're
really
labeled as-
read the fine
they're
I
details.
did, and I got conflicted. I couldn't tell.
That's the point.
I gotta
And
look
then
up-
them lawyers doing lawyer things.
Yes.
and lawyers be lawyering.
Like I'll let you guys look at them.
They
So
be doing lawyer.
I have them both, and you can look. Like the format is even the same, where it says
Okay.
you can earn this, and then it has a dash. That's basically like an ad where you have a
Okay.
dash. Like that's
and then
a
there's
$200
this
redemption.
one. Earn 60,000 points when you spend 1,000 purchase the first 3 months. Now to redeem.
Because the fact
I
that it
would
has a dash
say-
and it just like kind of it's an ad saying like what it is worth, what is its value. They both say bonus points. Then the one just says this.
This
is worth
seems like a
7
travel
nights.
card.
This is worth.
This seems like a travel
See,
card.
what
That's
what I've
like
been
my
telling-
initial reaction is that looks like strictly travel.
Another thing though is a lot these credit card companies when they say points, sometimes you can redeem these points for cash, but they're more valuable if you use them
For
for
something
travel.
else.
Like
Yes.
these will be worth. See, these points will be worth say 2 cents. Usually it's not double.
Now
but
I know we discussed this, but Chase has a very well defined our big
Here.
point system.
I'll let
that
you
they
look
do.
at that.
Chase is hard. Chase cards are hard to get though,
They are.
because
Chase-
they want you to bank with Chase. They want you to have a checking account. They want a savings account. It's
Yes.
the biggest reason why I couldn't get a Chase credit card when I
That's the one
first
that
started
you
out.
swipe over. That's the,
Okay.
So that's the one that I want to get. That I'm confused about. Because the problem is like city rewards or choice rewards is a whole its own thing too. Because it's a hotel.
It's a hotel because it's the Choice One hotel chain or whatever. 'Cause
Yeah.
that's like Hampton Inn and all those.
Yeah.
Types
So
of
so there's like
hotels.
Hampton Rewards that has no tie to cards. It's completely separate. So I was looking that up and I kept thinking I kept getting like results that was like about that, just like straight. It's not
Just
tied to the
hotel
card.
rewards.
Yeah.
I think
It's fun. It's fun working actually in like the food service industry where I get to see a lot of credit cards, and you probably have come across
Mhm.
this too. You just get to see all the different cards that people. Cause some
And
of
then
them
you
are
like you can
weird.
tell certain people have just. There's a lot of people who just have garbage cards, and I can tell.
Yes,
After
bro.
doing this, I've been doing
No,
this
the
for a
thing
while.
that
and
kills
like,
me is I get a debit card and I'm just like,
What are you doing?
Why do you have a debit card?
bro, like get a free discount. Like
Then I'll see some that are from like credit unions.
Oh,
Controller plus
no.
one credit union.
Credit
I'm like,
One.
what?
Have you seen Credit One cards before? I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
that is like the low of the low.
The craziest one I think I've ever seen was a Norwegian cruise company. I'm like,
Credit
what are-
card?
Yeah, it was a credit card. I'm like,
Oh my
what
God.
the?
Those are definitely the people that like got that in the mail when they're like 19 and didn't know
And
enough
just
or didn't
signed up
care
for it.
enough to do
Just
research.
kept you
They're like,
started
yeah, I'll
using
just
it.
sign up.
Yeah,
and just
probably
start
paying like
using it.
$100 a month.
And fees and everything
Yeah.
else.
But then I have the complete opposite of the spectrum. I have like someone come in and they pay with like an Amex Platinum card, and I'm just like, oh my.
Who
God.
are you?
I saw a
$700 annual fee for that one.
I saw a United World's Elite card a World's Elite Ultimate Travel card one time.
From like United Airlines.
Yeah, and I was like,
Oof,
oh
wow.
wow, I'm like this person flying.
They ball.
everywhere. Yeah, and then they tip me $10 too.
Yeah, because they get money back on that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get money back on their tips, bro. Oh, it's crazy. Those
That
are
is
probably some of the
wild.
best ones I've seen. I seen the Sapphire Reserve Chase.
Yeah, those are cool. There's a
Sapphire
couple
Reserve.
people in Army that have those.
So
I've seen.
that's
one-
not Chase's highest, but
There's only
still.
one person with an Apple card in Army.
There's quite a few people that have Apple cards.
But like apparently, I
Those
thought
nice-
Apple closed that account down. Like,
Oh,
I
did
think
they?
they quit doing that.
they have those nice stainless steel cards.
No, they're titanium.
Yeah, titanium.
And they're
Click,
usually
click.
the,
Tink,
the
tink.
oil dunks are like rainbow, or at least the edges
Yeah.
are.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Whatever, I forget what you call
Mm.
it. Like,
It's
They
like
have like a
a
Damascus
refraction
print.
almost.
yeah. It's like
Yeah.
the Damascus.
So
or
anytime,
whatever it's called.
before anytime
Those
I
are
ever
nice.
put a card into the scanner,
tap it down?
I double tap it on the thing because it takes like the chip system. Like once I
A
click
second.
that credit card, it takes like a second. So
Yeah,
just
it's-
like to keep my flow, I tap and then I insert the chip.
You hear a metal card and you
when
like,
you get that metal card go clink clink.
and you're
Put
like,
it in. Oh my gosh!
you look at them with the little eye, like,
I'm
is
like,
this tip gonna be good?
But no, the people I have the mad respect for when they have like when I get like a city double cashback card. I'm like, all right. I like what I see here.
Mm-hmm.
So
Good options. Good options.
Yeah.
But I was mentioning, like just before I went on that little tangent, I was gonna say Chase has cards that has a big point system.
Mm-hmm.
But for Chase, there's actually you need to get certain cards to allow you to redeem the same, like let's just call them Chase points. I don't know if they're specifically called that, but you can redeem those points in different manners when you have different cards.
Yeah, it's like different levels.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So they give you like better conversions on
Mm-hmm.
flying. They give you more miles, and then you can just accumulate all those points. So yeah, you can make like they call it like a Chase trifecta, where you get 3 cards, and one's
You
like
get
your
cash
spender,
back,
one's your flyer, and then one's
One's
like your dining and like grocery. type
dining,
thing.
takeout, groceries.
So, and
Yeah.
they just rack up points, and then
Mm-hmm.
they allow you to use the points all in different ways to best fit your lifestyle or your needs for that month.
I would try to apply for a new car, but I have too many hard checks on my credit report already. So
I have quite a bit.
I have
too.
5, and I'm like,
Wow.
I'm not going over 5.
Yeah, I don't have any right now.
I don't need derogatory marks just for another card.
I
live.
have a decent bit, but I'm fine with throwing a few more on because it's more like that stuff is more short term.
Yeah, that
Like,
only-
does it
it's
fall
like
off at the end of
6
the year?
months, I think 6 months, or at the end of the year,
6
end of the
months,
fiscal
then-
year,
yeah.
possibly. But to get into the maximum credit score category, you have to have at least 11 open might be
Lines of
21.
credit.
It might be 21.
21 lines
is
of
a
credit.
21.
It's not 21 because my mom has like an
Yeah,
840
I'm
or
sure.
an
I think my
845, and she does not have no 11 lines
Yeah.
or 21 lines of
No,
credit.
it's obviously like the smallest percent. It's like 10% of your overall credit score, but it's ridiculous. It's like 11 lines of credit, and that's through like open loans,
Mm-hmm.
credit cards.
That's pretty much.
And that's pretty much. I mean,
That's
you,
pretty much
you
every
shouldn't
line.
be doing anything else if you're having like a predatory loan.
I mean,
Yeah,
Yeah.
unless
Or
you have like
private
a
loans.
few multiple mortgages, but you're like manage them fine, you know,
Yeah.
from like rentals or
Well,
whatever.
yeah. I'm
or
saying
different
like
properties, but
loans.
credit card.
I'm saying like home loans and credit cards.
Those
if
are
you
the
have
two big
any other
ones.
like lines of credit,
car
guess a
loans,
car-
there's car loans.
car loans, yeah. But
You really shouldn't be putting.
if
too
you have
much
any
on a
other
car
like
loan.
lines of credit, I don't even know where you're getting those from.
Yeah.
Like that's what I was saying. Like predatory lenders, like
Yeah.
private lenders. I don't think they're technically loans.
I
they're
mean, you could
loans,
have
but-
student loans, I guess, when
yeah,
you're younger.
True.
Yeah, but if you have multiple mortgages on a car loan and multiple credit cards, I feel like your student loan should be paid off. You know,
But you know, I'm
Maybe
just saying, like all those more student loans, like some of them get broken down into like individual,
Mhm.
and you can have like 15 different
Mm.
loans, and they're all like paying at the same time.
Okay.
Obviously, it's only like $20 per loan per month, but
Whatever,
that
yeah.
adds up.
But yeah, I love looking at credit cards. What was I gonna
I haven't
say?
done it in a while. I'm like, I don't need to tempt myself.
Yeah, one thing Chase actually, when they go in to investigate you to see, it's like the Chase rules, so you can't find it anywhere, but it's kind of like this known thing in the credit card community. If you have applied and been accepted for 5 credit cards within the past 18 months, they won't even like look at you. They won't grant you another credit card. So if you want to do that Chase trifecta, you kind of have to be careful.
You can only
because
have 2 cards.
Say you got 4 cards in the past, they'll give you one, they won't give you the other 2.
I mean, one's better than none, I guess. You wait
Yeah,
for the other
but-
two, and then
So that's just something Chase does. Apparently.
wild. Well, they didn't even give me I don't think they gave me half a chance. Looking for my first credit card, pretty much.
Yeah,
They weren't. That was not even going to happen. It sucks. And they're like, you don't have enough accounts with Chase. I'm like, yeah, no shit. I don't have a Chase bank within
Yeah.
10 miles of me.
Yeah, there are some like Chase cards I want to get and stuff. So I may look into maybe starting like a dumb checking.
Yeah, but
Well,
it's
I've
such a
always wanted
waste,
to get
especially if
one.
you have
I know
to pay.
it's a waste, but like
I've heard like, these people are real deep into it. They'll call like and ask for an actual support agent and pretty much do like a
Plea.
phone to phone interview
To
and,
get
like,
a-
give their case, and they said it has marginally like a lot helped their acceptance rates in a lot of these credit cards.
Wild.
Yeah. And I mean, the guy has done the same thing with like when he had a hard inquiry on his account that he wanted to get off. He was able to call and just like talk and explain, like, why he thinks it shouldn't really have been a hard inquiry, and he can get it off. A lot of cool stuff he does. I mean, I got deep into it like, probably like 8 months ago. I was pretty deep into all the investigative stuff, and I haven't looked into it much now. But I do want to look into it now because I don't know if I'll get into it by the time I get my phone, but definitely by the time I
You
have
just
to
put
pay
it
my
put it on
coach.
any of your cards though.
Yeah. Well, actually, I'll probably pay for my phone in cash.
They probably won't even take cash, bro.
you gotta
Yeah.
get a card, bro.
Just put it on a card.
There's because I was gonna bring up
you get one of your cards up over that $1,200, $1,300 limit. Like I know it's doable.
Yeah.
Like I
yeah,
literally
I
just
have
got
a-
a $1,500 extension.
I have a
on
card that's $4,500. What? So I can put it on that really
what
easily.
card?
My Discover card.
You have a Discover? Yeah. I didn't even get accepted to Discover, bro.
Bro!
Neither of us got accepted to
Do you-
Discover
I
when we
didn't-
were.
What
I
is
didn't
your
apply
credit
to
score?
Discover.
Bro?
I applied to Discover and Chase.
What is your credit score?
783.
I think the last mine was like 796. So I'm cooking it.
How many
up.
cards do you have anyway? I know you have a lot,
I have
but
4.
I got 3, I guess. That's
Yeah.
whatever.
I'm gonna
But,
get a few more.
But actually, it's cool because I've been wanting to do the Chase thing, the Chase trifecta.
But now you
And
can't.
one of my cards just hit the 2 of my cards I got the same time. The first 2 I ever got just hit the 18 months. And the other thing with cards is like what I do is a lot of times, sometimes I'll have programs that let you have an extension of your credit limit. But if they don't have a program like that, just every 6 months contact them, like contact their support group and get maybe the extension for that specific question, or talk to someone there. Or I've done like sent emails before and just asked for a credit limit extension. I mean, I grinded my freaking Discover it up every 6 months. I'll just email the contact team, be like, I've made 6 consecutive month payments. I would like to request an extension of credit on my card. And they'll just be like, they'll reply back and be like, yes, we're going to look into it.
I was say when I did my Capital One, I just did it a couple weeks ago. It was like instant. They're like,
Yeah.
is 1,500 bump good? I'm like, yeah, that's fine.
yeah.
I'll wait for my Saver One to go, and they're gonna go from 500. You take $2,000? Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's
Your saver started at 500.
Yeah.
Mine started at 3K, bro.
3K?
Yeah, I was
How?
surprised.
How are you
I
getting
don't
so
know.
much a high limit, bro?
I don't know.
Was my credit score too good to
I don't-
give me? They're like, he doesn't need any more.
I don't know if I don't remember if I lied on my application.
How much
Oh,
did you put?
bro,
Oh yeah, don't incriminate yourself, but like,
It's
what did you put? Like, I don't.
The only thing I would have lied on is like my yearly income. I don't know how I based it.
I base mine on. I get an allowance from my parents every month, and they say you can count that, and then a little bit of money at the farm and a little bit at Scott's, and that's whatever.
I don't remember. But
Yeah.
I don't think I did. But I was gonna say, dude, you can't
You got
just pay for it
3K
cash.
though. That's
I
wild.
know. And it started out.
Bro,
too.
I am
Like,
grinding. to
I
get these
applied
up.
for it. I applied for it, and they sent it to me, and they're like, "Yeah, you're approved for a 3K. You want it?" I'm like, "I guess."
Yep.
It's pretty nice.
But yeah, having a higher credit limit overall is going to help. Just even say if you spend the same amount, because you want to lower credit utilization.
Yeah.
So if you spend the same amount,
I was gonna say I have a $3,600 card, and that's through my mom's Bank of America. It keeps getting hacked, but it's still, yeah. Every time I use it, one time it gets hacked. And so I'm like, I use it like once a month just so.
Like unauthorized purchases.
Yeah, like something like $200 something. She'll be like, "Did you make $266 in payments on something?" I'm like, "No." She's like, new card. You
Yeah.
have to call in. You have to get new cards, and
All my-
because
all
Bank
my
of
credit-
America sucks. Don't get a Bank of America card. Their support blows, dude.
I'll say they have like one good card. I think it's the one. You could
Probably
get
the
that-
one I have.
That red one. I don't even know.
Yeah. So I have one that's like through mom technically. And I have the one that's my card. It's 3,600. Then I have that
All my credit
1,800
cards
in.
is over $35 gets spent on any of them. I get a text message.
Dude, I get any amount, bro. I love it
really?
too.
I
And
love
it's like
getting those.
instant.
I kind of like it.
Notifications
Oh, it's
are
so
legit.
instant, bro.
I know.
It'll literally be I'll be pulling it out of the gas pump, like not even pump my gas yet. It doesn't even know the number and be like, your card has been used at Casey's. I'm
Yeah.
like, what?
How do you know?
Haven't I showed you guys that before? Like I do tricks on people. Like I'll be at Taco Bell and I'll put my card down. I'll put the card in my wallet. I'll pull out my phone. I'll put it right in someone's face, and they'll be like, "What?" And then, "Ba-king!" and it'll be like 716 at Taco Bell.
Yeah.
And
That was it.
I love it. I love it. But what I was gonna say is, dude, you can't pay for it in cash because I even have 2 backup cards.
Yeah, I know.
Even if you just get like the city double
Yeah,
cash
dog.
or whatever, and
Yeah.
then use it
You wanna-
once and then still spend
You
more
wanna
money
pay
on
for it
gas.
for me, bro. Go ahead.
No, but I'm just trying to help you out.
Yeah,
I guess you
I know,
have
I
to
can't
have.
do that, I can't do
You
that.
do have to have a high enough starting credit to
Like
get
you
it.
get 5% back on your Discover, don't you?
Rotating categories.
Yeah.
I think
And probably not up to 1,200 in a
Yeah,
month.
baseline's like, no, it's actually up to my, it's unlimited, up to my credit
Oh, is
limit
it?
per
Yeah,
month.
you're
yeah.
right.
But the baseline's like 1.5%.
But anyway,
that works.
That's the same
That's
as my
the main thing.
Quicksilver. The
I have
Quicksilver.
2 more options. I have one. It's a U.S. Bank Visa Signature card,
Okay.
and it's pretty good. So you get $200 reward bonus when you spend $1,000, and this is for sure cash credit. So just like that, if you throw your phone on here, you get 200%. Plus, you can pick 2 categories of your own to get 5% back. And I did check it, and there is it's an electronics
Electronics,
store, and
okay.
it includes Apple, Best Buy,
Yep.
and then there's like other few like random ones on there. But it's like you could easily buy your phone from one of those places, and you'd get. I did the math. I think it was it 264? I think it was 264. After you get $200 bonus, $64 cash back, 5% of the 1,200. So I'm like, just like
That
that,
brings you to 950 right
yeah,
away.
just like
A little
that,
less
you
than
get, you get a
950.
free one, and you can take that off. And
Well,
then,
it'll be more with tax, but
yeah. But then you get more back.
More
on the
points.
tax. It's close enough.
it'll
You get-
probably it won't exactly pay for your tax.
And then there's a
But-
second option, which I think it's a part of that trifecta. I'm pretty sure it's the Chase Freedom Flex.
Yeah, yeah.
And
So I think it's like
Chase
the,
Freedom is a hard
It's
card
the
to
Chase
get,
Freedom
though.
Flex, the Chase Sapphire, and then it's just like the Chase City Reserve or something.
I think it's is it the unlimited Chase Freedom Unlimited?
Yeah,
Chase
yeah,
Freedom
Chase
Flex,
Freedom
Chase Freedom
Unlimited. Those are the 3.
But so
and
this
then once
one,
you become a big dog, you get that big old
yeah, you get the
that
big
200
travel
that
ones. Like there's-
$250 a
Yeah.
month.
But so this one, you earn $200 bonus after you spend only $500. So either way, your phone will hit it. And then it's 5% cash back on rotating categories. And I looked it up. I did the past. So the new category is about to come out in October. So you could wait till October to buy the phone. In the past 3 or 4 years in a row, it has been Walmart and PayPal in that final category. And I'm like, you can't get the phone at Walmart. But you could PayPal it. You're going to have to start a PayPal account. Again, and it could change. So this Freedom Flex is kind of up in the air. The U.S. Bank one is a for sure you can get 264. The Freedom Flex, it's up in the air depending on what this last category is. But if the last category is a PayPal, you can create a PayPal account, buy the phone with your PayPal account, pay off your PayPal with your credit card. Your credit card would get 5% back. You get 264. And it's also just a usable card. Like you get 3% cash back on dining, takeout, drugstores, and then 5% back on travel. And then obviously there's rotating categories every few months. And then 1% on all other purchases. So it's like a good card after you have that. So my initial plan is for the choice privilege one, the one that gives you $600, spend $1,000.
You're gonna go for that and hope you can get cash back.
I'm gonna do some more research if I can, but I think I can, and I'd probably take the chance. And hopefully I can get the $664 from $624.
Yeah.
But
Now you're gonna have to plan a little vacation.
if not, it's
Spend the night.
What us playing spring break? Our spring
Yeah,
break is in
yeah.
the end of February.
hey guys,
so
I got 7 free nights at a hotel wherever we want to go.
we should just go to a hotel and just never leave
'Cause-
the room. Just drink at our room all week.
That is
binge
one,
and watch
yeah,
movies.
That is
Just-
one thing I thought of too. Is like I could like find a way to get some cash value. Like if I get 7 free nights for us at a hotel, I'd be like, yo guys, you want to give me like $50 each? You know,
Yeah,
you bring
yeah.
5 other guys,
And that's-
like
that's
it's
a
still
cheap
saved.
night at a
Yeah,
hotel.
And
it's
then you're
7
getting
nights.
more money.
Again,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
7
yeah.
nights.
That's
so if you
7
pay
nights, 8
$50
days.
for a 7 nights.
We
like,
could go on like a wild trip for 7 nights.
and that's still a nice chunk because again, I turn it right into my phone. It's still a nice chunk off my phone.
we don't have to use them all right away either. We could go
Yeah.
on 2 short trips too.
Yeah,
Very true.
2 weekends,
So-
a little Thursday, leave on a Thursday, come back on
Yeah.
a Sunday. That's 2 and then an extra night.
Yeah.
Yeah, too.
so I'm
You
like,
ever heard of the Carrot credit card? CARAT, or it's
No.
a Karat. It's like this influencer credit card that's made for content creators.
what do you get?
Seems like a
cashback on?
scam.
Bro, the cashback's like ridiculous. It's like 10%
What?
On what?
on everything you
We're
buy.
content
That's
creators.
No way.
Dude, it's
That's
it's
a
only
lie.
it's only for like the top notch guys. So
Uh-oh.
it's like
That's
Like-
bull.
like the Mr. Beast,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
guess.
it's
Mr. Beast.
They-
Hey, can I put $1 million on this?
I think
Meh.
yeah they gave out like only like 3,200
Okay.
so far. But I'm saying like low key us. If you guys like and subscribe,
Mm,
if you guys want to see more credit card content, we could definitely
We got
try to
really
get, grind
nerdy
and
on
get
this.
that card.
Follow the social, speaking sporadically on Instagram and TikTok.
That's
Let's
right.
get us that card.
Get us that card.
We need that card. Starts with
Yeah.
1,000 subscribers and 1,000 followers.
Yes, it does.
The journey of 1 million subscribers starts with
You ever,
1,000.
you ever watch those like YouTube videos? They're kind of cheesy, but they'll be like top 10 credit cards, and then you'll see like the Saudi Arabian Black Prince royalty card.
Yeah, it's like
and it'll be
one
like
person
unlimited
has-
credit limit,
Yeah.
infinite miles.
This has been given out to 2 people.
Yeah.
It's like,
This-
okay.
this is reserved for Saudi royalty
Yeah.
only.
Literally.
But, yeah. So my first option
We
is
should
that.
go to UAE. Let's go.
What's that?
United Arab Emirates.
Is that a nice hotel?
No, that is a country.
Yeah, it's a country.
It's a whole country.
To
You know,
get-
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like in
yeah.
Furious 7.
Yeah.
You know that?
Yeah.
The scene where they go,
I
where they take the
recognize
Lycan Hypersport and they go from
they
the
drive
one
out
to the
of a
next.
building, don't they?
Yeah, that was shot in the UAE.
Okay.
It's like the Burj Khalifa's in the UAE. What's the name of that big town in the UAE? Somebody commented down below.
Please.
Please tell us. I'm probably gonna look it up.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, but I saw one credit card. You have to extract 100,000 tons of crude oil out of the ground to get.
what?
It's just dumb. I should start my own credit card and make it so hard no one can get it because I obviously don't have
Even
the
you
money
don't
to-
even.
Your
Even you
social
can't
security
get it.
number has to be like this to get it. Some like Bethany, Richmond.
Oh, Dubai. Duh.
Oh yeah, Dubai.
It's Dubai.
You hear about the city, the new city they're building in Dubai?
Yeah.
It's like what is it, like 30 miles or something?
Yeah. It's gonna be
It's
just like in a straight line.
Yeah, it's a trench they're digging in the ground, and then it's just gonna have like cities in the walls, and it's just gonna be like a straight 30-mile line,
It's gonna be in
like
the
just
UAE.
a big main street, and that's it.
Mm-hmm.
Dubai will do that, bro.
Dubai.
is a
Dubai
different
does its own
place.
thing over there.
Very gosh.
different place.
Well, because their government already makes so much money off oil that they have no tax.
Yeah.
And they have nowhere to go with it
And
all.
everyone
They
there's
have like one of the highest quality of livings in the world.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
everyone there's rich, filthy, and it's just like that market keeps.
Have you
flowing,
seen
like,
those
everyone wants
TikToks
to
where it's
work.
like, living in the UAE is so good. I'm gonna leave my wallet here. Let's go talk about it. And then they come back. Oh, look at that. There's even a couple Benjamins someone left me. It's like, oh, so cheesy. That was so dumb.
Oh,
But
that's
like, I would
crazy,
totally want to go see Dubai. Dubai looks sweet.
Yeah, looks sweet. But yeah, you have to learn a lot about just like culture and stuff when you go.
Yeah,
in a
it's
place
just
like
true.
that.
So
Usually,
like,
like,
so
you
I know
have
what to
someone
say
with
when
you.
someone
Like,
gives me a
Isaiah-
supercar.
Isaiah and Trey want to go to some place they want to go because
Is it just out of
Thailand,
pocket?
isn't it?
Thailand, yeah,
That's what he
Thailand.
said.
They saw this
Thailand.
thing where you could like travel there, like
For,
do the
like,
whole trip for like
$50,
$1,000,
Yeah, I
and
have
like
seen that.
street meals are like the equivalent of like 10 U.S.
Cents,
cents, and it's
yeah,
like
I've
they'll be
seen
like
that.
$9 in the Thailand currency. I'm like, dude, we're gonna have to like educate ourselves to like stay safe there.
Yeah, yeah. Because have you seen that one street that's just prostitute houses, pretty much?
The red light district in
Yeah,
Germany.
Well, no. It's. I'll look it up because I saw a TikTok on it again, another TikTok. But like, it's literally just a single back alleyway, and the only thing on it is
Yeah, that's
bars that have.
yeah, that's
It's just prostitutes, pretty much.
somewhere
That's
around
cool.
Germany. It's called the
It's
red
the
light
big-
district.
Yeah,
or
it's called the
whatever.
red light district in Germany, and they use it in
So
GTA
it's-
too.
yeah.
But like, it's supposed to be like the most highly trafficked. It's like it's the biggest in the
Okay,
world, pretty
okay.
much, and it's in Thailand somewhere.
Oh, okay.
I forget what it's called. I'll look it up probably after this is over, but right now, I don't know how long we have.
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, even if you want to play, my third option for getting the new phone is a Wells Fargo Active Cash card, and there's more options, like, out if anyone out there or you guys, but it's just spend 500, get 200 rewards cash, and it's 2% back on everything everywhere, so it's $224. So even the worst option, like the minimum amount I'm gonna get back on my phone is $224, which I think is sick.
It's just Pattaya. The city is called Pattaya, and it's Pattaya's red light district.
Okay.
And it's just prostitution glory. It's like the biggest in the world. Just crazy.
Yeah, it's weird.
Like pretty much just walk up to you and they take your hand and take you upstairs. That's it.
That's it.
Just go straight for it.
That's horrible.
And you pay certain amounts for certain activities, and
Do you want to go or something?
I don't know. It's just wild.
Why are you so
It was so
educated in this?
interesting. I was like, this is so random.
I thought Luke's about to like, yeah, I had a pretty good time.
I mean, it's only $500 to get over there, but
Isaiah said one of his classmates went there.
really,
Yeah.
Pattaya?
Yeah.
I need to talk to him about it.
Yeah. He said he said that in a like a little intro.
Said he made some good money.
I have a funny joke that goes along with that, but I'll tell you guys later about it.
Okay, not
Off air.
pod appropriate.
Yeah. Oh man, I was thinking about something though. But yeah, those travel hack things are cool, where people like go places for very small amounts of money.
Yeah.
I feel like I could be someone's like personal manager on like credit cards. You know, like people who came up to me like like I could deal with
Maybe
their
you
finances.
should have got
like,
a freaking
I could
degree
hook
in
you up with
finance,
credit
bro.
cards. I could hook you up with credit cards, bro.
Couldn't you go like more real financial with your MBA
Yeah, I could.
if you wanted to do that? There's a good money in just like straight up like being someone's like life manager.
Oh yeah.
Like you get a CEO and you make their schedule and reply to their
Yeah.
emails
Mhm.
and
Personal
stuff, bro.
finance, bro.
I mean,
There's
I
like
would hate to.
80,000
Like,
there's
it
like
would kind of suck, but
$80,000 salaries for that stuff.
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
it would be like
ma-
very crappy. Though.
You book hotels, you book flights,
You didn't.
you book meetings.
I was thinking like you could just be like a personal finance manager. People just come to you and they're like, "Hey, I'll give you so much a month if you just deal with all my finance, basically. Like
Well,
make
no, that's like-
investments
that's
for
like
me,
a
pick my
professional.
credit
Yeah,
cards,
that's like
make
a
my budgets,
Oh well, yeah.
Well,
and like
there's
do it
like
for
the
they do it
people
for like a
that-
bunch of clients.
there's like people that make like Roth IRAs, but I guess what you're saying is a little bit different. That's like a life coach,
Yeah,
almost,
yeah,
a financial
yeah.
life coach.
yeah, just
life
would be
coach
cool.
is more of like a life planner.
Yeah,
Yeah.
which would be cool.
and a lot of people do that. Like they pay like you
People
know,
would. Like you know how
I'd
much
rather have a genius do it for
I
$50.
bet I wonder
a month and make
sometimes
this
about how much
decision.
money like the person that manages Floyd Mayweather's money makes.
To make sure he doesn't spend it all. Probably
No,
get
just to like make sure like goes in. Man doesn't know how to read. You think he knows how to sign up for a bank account?
probably not.
You think he
No.
knows how to read a contract, a fight contract?
No.
No,
Well, he
he
probably
can't
just
read.
signs those. He doesn't care.
Yeah, but like
I
it's-
think he's got a whole team of lawyers
exactly.
too.
I'm saying like his lawyers, and I bet the person
Manager,
like
assistants.
manages his
He's,
money.
yeah, he's got assistants and everything else. Yeah.
Bro's probably making bank, you know.
Well, he does make bank. He's called Floyd Money Mayweather for a reason,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah, yeah. Well, I'm saying like his management team's probably making bank.
Well,
you know?
yeah. I mean, he makes bank. They make bank. It's a
It's
really
Yes,
Symbiote.
Lloyd, it
It's a
says-
win.
It
Symbiote.
says 1% of your earnings go to us. They all wink at each other. It's 10%.
okay.
Where do I
Whatever.
sign? Someone sign my name for me.
Someone said my name. I can't.
Floyd, actually, you cannot put the cha-ching symbols in your actual signature.
I can't put dollar signs. Dang.
I can't put dollar signs. What the? That's my name.
I just
Floyd
remember
Money
when he was
Mayweather.
on freaking Ridiculousness, and he just showed up with duffel bags, and he dumped like $100,000 on the floor, and he propped his feet on it.
That is
I'm
rid-
serious,
That is
bro. He had, like,
ridiculousness.
He was like, I forget what Derek said that. He was like, "You got any with you?" He's like, "Oh yeah, I always got bags with me." He's like, "Bags?" He's like, "Yeah." He like looks off stage and he does like one of these, and the guy like two big burly black dudes come out holding each have like one duffel bag, and they throw it down, and he just dumps it out on
So
stage.
crazy. Like even rappers do that. Like I was watching this YouTube guy that I watched, and he just kind of vlogs, and he obviously lives like the social media life, so he's traveling and meeting with like, you know, like C-list celebrities and
Sure.
stuff, you know. And like there's this one time where who was he with? Was it Little TJ? It was some pretty big rapper, and he met up with, and they were just like supposed to go bowling and you know
Bowling,
and
random.
whatever. just like talking, and they brought a bunch of hot chicks with them, and you know they're just messing around. And then they went up to the bar to get a few drinks. Oh, my timer's running out. I'm gonna try to finish, but they went up to the bar to get a few drinks. He's like, "Don't worry, guys, I got it." And he just pulls out of his pocket a fat stack of $100, like literally like. The
Rubber
biggest his
bands.
hand could get was hundreds, and he just like peeled like 2 out and like threw it on the table. It's like, it's crazy. They just like carry that, bro. Like that's normal. Like he had no idea he was gonna spend any money. He just pulled it out of his pocket.
You just know you
like,
got that cash.
Do you just
with
wake up in the morning and pull 10,000 off your dresser, put it in your pocket, and go?
Probably.
It's crazy.
Probably.
It's crazy. But all right, that's all the
Life
time
we
want
wanna
to
live.
That is the life you want to live.
There's scenes like that in Breaking Bad when Walter White's rolling his money, bro.
This is true.
He goes and he buys like a $700 bottle of wine.